What is up, guys? This is Salim Akhmedov here. My first project. Okay, some exciting news for you. My first project that I submitted into the nanodegree program, the intro to programming nanodegree program, is accepted. Okay, so I submitted it yesterday. It took me like 3 hours to complete the project. Um, and this morning I look at it and it's accepted. So we're gonna go through. I'm going to show you what the project was and what were the requirements for the project and what languages I used to create the program. And also, we're going to go through the code review, meaning what Udacity, what their staff reviewed and said, all right, this is good, this is bad, fix this. We're gonna check that out as well to show you guys what the program looks like. So let's get started. Alright guys, we're here. Here's the animal trading cards project that I submitted. Here's all the specifications that I had to meet. So the text is italicized for the animal's interesting facts. The labels are bolded for the animal's list items. The dots are removed from the animal's list items. And by the way, before I move on, the language I used to create the project was HTML and CSS. So what they taught me in those lessons, I combined what I learned and I created this project and I completed this project. Use borders around animal's name, image, or information, interesting fact, list items and descriptions. Use border around animal's information. Use spacing between animal's name, image, and information. Card width should be fixed and include the spacing around the image. Since image is 300 pixels wide, card should be 300 pixels wide plus spacing on either side. Card should not expand with the browser window, meaning that, so the card, actually here, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so, and then they also say, feel free to customize your information style so long as you follow the above rules, and that's what I did. I did customize it a little bit. You can try playing around with background colors or border radius. The placeholder image information is replaced with favorite animal image information. The image is, okay, we got that. The image alt is relevant to the animal used. Okay. And here's the code quality, my code quality, I guess. The HTML includes classes that are used for styling. Classes are given meaningful names, well-structured HTML. Students separate HTML from CSS by linking style sheet. I did that. HTML code does not include style element or style attributes in the body. Has perfectly guaranteed the separation of concerns. Nice. Code is ready for review, meaning new lines and they are used for easy readability. Alright, I also did that. Okay, so let me show you, before we go to the code review, let me show you the project that I worked on. Okay, come on. Visual Studio Code, there you go. Okay. So here's the project. It's just an animal trading card. Okay, you have your favorite animal here with its picture, quick description of it, a quick interesting fact about it, and then the what is this called? Word. What's the word for these quick little facts? Okay, quick little facts about this animal is the white wolf. It's pretty cool. And then here's another description of the animal. So this is what I did. It's pretty stylish, I guess, because the light blue and the yellow work pretty well together, and it doesn't change when I change the browser like that. It doesn't change. It just stays the same, and that's how they wanted it. So this was the project that I worked on for Udacity's Intro to Programming Nanodegree program. So let's check out the code reviews. Let's see what they said about my code. All right. So here's the card. Oh, and by the way, when you create a project with HTML and CSS, the styling is on another file. Okay, the styling is on a different file than the HTML, and you have to connect these two files together with this code right here. With this code right here, you got to connect it together. Okay, so what did they say? So suggestion number 1, you could declare the language of the page's content. Yeah, I didn't do that. Totally didn't even cross my mind to do that. But the reason why you got to do that is because of screen readers, okay, and search engines. That's another reason. Suggestion number 2, since we're using semantic tags for titles H1 through H6, and since White Wolf is the main title of this card, we should use H1. However, the issue of semantic tags makes more sense in a page structure than inside a component. For titles of an isolated component, a simple P tag will suffice. Okay. That's cool. Alright, so moving on. We should choose semantic tags for their meaning. H3 means a title or of how do you even say that? Let's see what that word means. Tertiary importance. Tertiary, third in the order of level. How do you say that? Tertiary.
Tertiary.
Never heard that word.
Tertiary.
You learn something new every day, right? Okay, so the style of the H3 tag is irrelevant and can be easily changed with CSS. Therefore, it is recommended to use H1 or P and adapt the style with CSS. Okay, I'll do that. So that's what I'm going to change. Actually, let's change it while we do this. So let's make the changes while I read this. Okay, there you go. So that's the first change. What was the second one? Hey guys, I made a little mistake over here. You declare the language. You declare the language of the file on the HTML right here, not in the head element. Okay, it's on the HTML right here. Okay, let's save that. So make the title, make the name of the H1 tag, of the name of the animal, and H1. H1 means for title. That's like the biggest word. H1. H1. So we're gonna come over here and change it to H1. Okay. Let's go back. So here's what I did. Awesome, man. All right, excellent use of the alt attribute with good description of the image to guarantee accessibility. So we have the alt. So the alt attribute in HTML, it's a description of the image. Okay, if the image doesn't display for whatever reason, you still have a description of the image there, and it's also good for people that they can't see, so they use screen readers, and they'll know what the website has on there. Okay, yeah, you get the point. Okay, with a good description of the image to guarantee accessibility. All right. Suggestion: the problem of styling span appears when we try to replace this card on a page that contains other spans, which is very common, will eventually generate collateral errors. Therefore, we should always program as robustly as possible. The span tag itself is very generic, so at least attach it to some parent class ID such as animal info span. Atomic class, span class, bold. Bold. For now, we plan for what may come. If we make a code more robust without costing us too much time, then it's always what we should do. So what they're saying over here is that the span tag, it, let's see. Oh, okay. So the problem with styling a span, okay, just like that, just problem with styling all spans. So that's what I did right here with this piece of with this style rule. I said all the span tags, okay, that we have right here, that we have on this page, these span tags right here, I want you to style it with this. I want you to make it bold. If you do that, okay, and you have other span tags that you don't want to be bold, then it's going to affect your style for that as well. So it's saying instead of doing that, just create a class, okay? Saying just create a class over here and apply it to the span tag. And that's what we're going to do. And when you do that, it's a lot safer. There's not going to be a lot of collateral damage with other span tags. So let's create that. So so this right here, this is a class, okay? This is a class in CSS, and you can have any name for the class, but it just has to have a dot in front of it, okay? And with a class, you can, so you want a certain style on certain, for example, on paragraphs, right? But you don't want all paragraphs to have that same style. So what you can do is you can create a class and you can apply that style to those paragraphs that you want the style to be applied to, instead of having all of them, instead of applying all of them to that uh, to that uh, to that tag, to that element. So let's do that. Class equals bold. Oh, let's go back. Where did I do that? Oh, span equals class. No, so class equals bold. So let's copy and paste. Nice. So everything in here will be bold now. Let's see. Let's see if it worked. Okay. Nice. So the H1, so the animal, the name of the animal, it got bigger, and the little facts about the animal, they're still bolded. So it worked. All right, so let's move on. And again, this is a good reminder right here. Remember, we don't program just for the now. We plan for what may come, okay? If we make a code more robust without costing us too much time, then it is always what we should do. That's a really good tip. These long lines, it avoids horizontal scroll and facilitates code comprehension. Nice. Okay. Um, so that's for the HTML. That's for the HTML part of it. So let's look at the style part of it. What do we got over here? Remember to leave one empty space between the selector and the braces. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Great job moving the unit after a 0. So this is what they mean right here. So put a space between the curly braces and the name. So let's go do that right now. Maybe there's a faster way of doing this. If there is, let me know in the comments down below if there's a faster way of doing this. Alright, but hey, we're done. There we go. Okay, let's go back. Great job on making the unit after a 0. Okay. It's cool. Go down. Always use one empty space between the colon of the style property and its given value. Property. Oh. So you have to have a space between the property and the value. Okay, so the property is, for example, it's width right here, and the value is 100 px. So we got to go change that. Okay. Nice. Going through. So suggestion, leave a blank line between blocks of styling rules. Oh, there you go. Empty line. So you're supposed to, between every class right here or blocks of styling rules, you have to have an empty line in between them. So like this, these two have an empty line in between them. So which ones? We gotta change. Let's go down. That one. So this one right here. Nice. Okay, that's it. We are done. So that was it. Okay. That was 6 hours ago. So they reviewed the project that I submitted, and they gave me feedback right away, basically. Okay, and that's the one thing. That's one of the things that I love about Udacity is when you do projects, okay, and you submit it, they will review it right away, okay, within 24 hours, and you will get feedback from it right away. That way you can keep working on it, and you don't have to wait for weeks or a week or even a few days. That's a long time. Even a few days for you to get feedback on your project. So this is really quick, and that's good. That's a really good thing. Let's see. Let's save this and run it one more time. Save. I don't think anything else is gonna change. Yep, that's it. If you guys want me to, and I think I might create this project. I might work on this project and show you a tutorial of it, show you how to create the project, show you how to create this animal trading card using HTML and CSS, and explain to you all the little nitty-gritty details of it. I think I might do that, but if you guys really want me to do it, comment down below and let me know. And my next video, okay, besides this one, my next video that I'll be making is I'm going to tell you about how, if you're just starting out or if you want to learn programming, how you should do it, and how I'm doing it, and how I think you should do it as well. But that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe down below and give me any feedback that you have. Thank you.